But here's the thing, man. You got to go to that dark place first. You've got to sit with that pain, that guilt, that fear, get real accountable and ask yourself, who the fuck am I really? What's the truth about me? And don't sugarcoat it. Don't hide from the ugly shit. That's where you find out what you're made of. You want to know who you are. You got to dig. That shit takes time, months, years, but you can't quit. You got to block out all the noise. The world's getting louder, faster, and more distracting by the day, and every second you let it pull you in, you lose another piece of yourself. Shut it all down. Cut out the excuses, the bullshit, the people who want you to stay the same. Go dark, be alone, man. Be uncomfortable as fuck. It's okay to be unhappy sometimes. It's okay to admit you're broken. That's where real change happens, when you're raw and exposed, facing that demon head on. You got to get in there, look that motherfucker in the eye and say, what's up? I'm here. Let's fucking do this. Yeah, it'll take everything you've got. You're going to feel like quitting, but you've got to push through. Once you figure out who you really are and what your purpose is, you'll see what you're capable of. And guess what? You might not be the next LeBron James, but you sure as hell can outwork and outlast anyone when it comes to sheer willpower. That's where you win, man. Most people want that easy way out. They want someone to say, hey, it's okay, bro, take it easy. Let's order pizza, chill, and watch the game. Fuck that. I don't need people to baby me. I'm hard on myself, and if I'm hard on me, I sure as hell don't give a fuck about your feelings. Every day starts with the hardest thing I can think of. That's why I run every damn morning, because I hate it. And that's exactly why I do it. I'm all about building armor for the battles ahead. You want to be proud of who you are? Stop looking for shortcuts and start facing your shit. That's the only way you'll ever change. The second you step out your door, the second you unlock your phone, all that bullshit you're letting in is poison, man. Straight up cancer for your mind. Yeah, there's some shit you can't avoid, but that's why every damn morning I put on my armor. I protect my mind and my body like my life depends on it, because it does. Discipline, hell yeah, it's crucial. But if your head's all fucked up, discipline doesn't mean a damn thing. Man, you've got a circuit breaker and you're just piling load after load on it. Sooner or later, that shit's gonna blow. Circuit's fried, man. You can't shove everything into one space and expect it to handle the weight. Same with your brain. You clutter that fucker up, and it doesn't matter how much discipline or motivation you think you have, there's no space for it. Your mind's jammed up in all that discipline you talk about. It might show up now and then, but without space in that garage you call mind, it'll never stick. Most people don't get it. They don't understand that your mind has to be fucking clear. That's why I meditate every damn night. I'm not sitting there to feel all zen and shit. I'm cleaning the damn garage, clearing space, getting my shit in order. So when I wake up, I'm ready to go to war. Discipline is locked in. Everything's where it needs to be. But we live in this soft ass world where everyone's addicted to comfort. People want the easy road, and they wonder why they're stuck, why they run the second life, throw some heat at them. You want to know why? Because your mind is set up to take the easy path. No discipline, no consistency. You might hit it once, twice, but then your mind takes over and all that clutter comes crashing in. That's when the circuit breaker trips, man. Your brain's so overloaded with bullshit and you're trying to jam more into it. It's sparking, ready to blow. You can't keep packing it in. You got to clear out that mental garage, man. You want discipline? You want that consistency? You got to make space. I'm talking about going deep into that dark space, into the shit that's holding you back from really breaking through. Here's the thing about people with talent, they're a fucking pain to train. They rely on that natural ability, and it's hard as hell to push them beyond that. Coaches know this. They see it all the time in fighters or athletes who are stuck in their comfort zone, riding on talent alone. But if you can drag a motherfucker past that talent, past their own limits, into the deep end where they've never been before, that's where the real levels are. It's not about how good you are, man. It's about how deep you can go. When you're mentally tough, you're in the deep end swimming while everyone else is just dipping their toes in. That's when it's over. Game fucking over. They live in the deep end, man. They fucking thrive in it. While most people tap out, these motherfuckers stay in. When you quit, your mind does something that shuts down. It says, we're done. And that's it. No growth, no expansion. You're stuck. But when you're drowning, when you're suffering, when every part of you is screaming, I can't do this, and you say, fuck that, I'm not going anywhere, your mind has no choice but to adapt. It has to expand. It's forced to grow because you're not giving it an out. That's when you tap into parts of your brain you never even knew existed. You're pushing your brain to operate on a whole new level. And guess what? After a while, that shit becomes your normal. When talent runs dry, most people fucking quit. They hit that wall and don't know what to do. Why do they keep messing up at the same damn spot? It's because they're only relying on their talent. And after that, their mind's got nothing left for them. But me? I told myself, who on this earth would still be going right now? The answer, you are man. You got to be the hardest motherfucker alive. Is it true? Who gives a fuck? It doesn't matter if it's true or not, because in that moment, it's what got me to the finish line. And you know what? I believe it today just like I did then. Man, I turn off the noise. I put the phone away. I go dark, and I go dark a lot. Why? Because I'm on a mission. This life, it's a journey, man. We're all on different paths, but I want to be able to look back when I'm in that pine box and say, fuck yeah, I did it all. I want my spirit to live on, and you can't tell me something that powerful just dies when your body dies. No way. This life is temporary, and I'm going to make damn sure I squeeze every ounce out of it. Here's the thing, man. Life's going to throw some heavy shit your way. Trauma, devastation, it's not if, it's when. And when that happens, you can't let it stop you like some fucking roadblock. You got to break that shit down fast, find a way through, and keep moving forward. That takes serious mental toughness. I had the ultimate blueprint growing up, man. Being the youngest kid, it's a fucking gift. Sure, I got picked on, got bullied, but I learned. I watched everything. I studied my family, and I knew exactly what not to do. My dad, hell no. My mom, my brother, I saw it all. I watched, I learned, and that was my roadmap for how to live and how not to live. I saw people screw up, and I said, not me. I know where you've been because I've been there in the trenches, in the fucking dungeon. That's why I can reach people who are down there, because I've been below you, not above man. I didn't just survive it. I learned from it. And that's why I help so many people. I know what it's like to crawl out of the fucking dark. I call it part-time savage. Yeah, I started slipping into that. Getting a few injuries here and there, little aches and pains that back in the day wouldn't have slowed me down for a fucking second. I was getting soft, man. Then I pulled my head out of my ass and realized I've still got more in me. I'm not done. We can still push harder. We haven't hit the ceiling yet. I was talking to this guy, Cameron Haynes, about a 240-mile race, and I started thinking, is this the next level? Is this what I need to do to keep leveling up? I'd already mastered those 100-mile races. For me, the next challenge was that 200-plus mile grind. And you probably read about it in the book, but that first time, it was brutal. I got my ass kicked, but I came back and did better. What's so crazy about the human mind is that the shit you thought was impossible becomes your new fucking normal. Running 240 miles? That became like running 50. I never thought that was even in the realm of possibility. That's why I keep pushing those limits, because every time I do, there's always more. I ended up doing back-to-back 200-mile runs. The first time it felt like hell, like it was going to break me. But after figuring it out, it became something I could do. That's the power of the mind, man. Once you conquer it, what used to seem impossible becomes easy. You hit mile 70 in one of these races and your body is screaming for you to quit. You feel like death. The thought of going 30 more miles in that shape feels fucking impossible. But when you push through that wall, when you do it, it changes you. After I finished my first 100 miler and that shower hit me, man, the reality that I had just gone 101 miles when 31 of those miles were pure hell was indescribable. They were all freaking out saying, we got to get you to the hospital. My mom's doctor was like, he needs medical attention now. And you know what I said? Shut the fuck up and let me enjoy this pain. I didn't want anything to numb it, no meds, no bandages, nothing. Because that pain, that was confirmation, man. I just scaled a mental wall that was fucking unreal. And I didn't want anyone to take that away from me. That pain was proof of what's possible. I never want to feel it again, but I'm damn glad I did, because it set the bar for me. Now I know what's on the other side of that wall. And once you've been there, you don't ever go back to living small. That's when it hit me. OS, I've been underachieving my whole damn life. And let me tell you, I'm not saying you need to go to that dark place. That place is fucking dangerous. It'll break most people. But you know what? It showed me what's possible. That 19-hour lesson one of the biggest lessons of my life. It taught me exactly what I needed to know, check.